Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in today's video, I want to talk about this video that is going around and people want to know my opinion about it.
Ingratitude is a killer. And you know, it's so disturbing that some people, they show it not only to God, but also to men. As a man, when last did you thank your wife for marrying you? When last did you thank your wife after having sex with her? She gave you her body. Don't tell me we enjoyed it together. When a woman gives her body to you, it's a lot. To a woman, sex is more than just giving. No, let's just have pleasure. What do you do after sex? Is that what you do? And then you wonder why your wife is frigid. You wonder why she's not excited about your sex life. When last did you thank your child for bringing you a glass of water? When last did you thank your driver while he was driving you? When last did you thank human being? Let's talk of God.
I just feel like it needs to be addressed. I understand what she was saying about being grateful or gratitude and stuff like that, but she gave this example is wrong. When she talked about a man thanking his wife, I don't know how to say it. Like, you make it look like something women do for the man instead of something that two people do with each other. It's like left hand wash right hand. You know the way we wash our hands? It is something that is done together. It is not a favor that a woman does for her husband. You know why I really actually wanted to address it? Because it is part of the reasons why there are a lot of marriage problems in this department. I made a video about it, and a lot of people appreciated what I had to say in that video, where a lot of women see it as a favor. This is where that kind of mentality comes from. A favor they do for their man. So when they are unhappy, they withhold it. When the man did not give them money, they withhold it. When they are feeling too big, they withhold it. They withhold it for a lot of reasons because they do not see it as something that both of them enjoy. And it's causing problems in a lot of marriages. Bottom line, what I'm trying to say is this. Let's stop making the bedroom dance look like something women do for men. Because it's not true. Ideally, it shouldn't be that. That mentality is wrong. You know, she said for a woman to give you her body, it is a lot. Are they not both giving each other their bodies? The bedroom dance involves two bodies. So they are both giving each other their bodies. Let me tell you, I'll give you guys, there was a day I made a post on Facebook ages ago. I made a post, I said, the mentality of how we present a woman's body, it needs to change. It's the same reason why, we speak about girls should be virgins, girls should be that, and they don't say the same thing to boys. They forget that it takes the two bodies. It takes two people. How do I say? If you're in a community where you're telling, I'm just addressing generally how we treat a woman's body, forgetting that a man's body is a body too. Okay, you will see in a whole community, a village, they will say, tell all the girls to keep themselves. Keep yourself for your husband, which is a good thing to. I say that to my children, but the difference is I don't say it to my girls. I say it to my boys and my girls. It's not something like. And my thing is this, Christianity aside, I just say there is a time for everything in your life. Now it's time to focus on your university education. Focus on this, there is a time for that. So when I give advice, I'm giving to my boys and my girls. It's not something I say to all, but we come from culture that will tell girls, keep yourselves. All the girls in the village are told to keep themselves. The boys are not told it's the same thing. So these same boys will go and be poking all the girls in that same village. And then when it's time to marry, there are people will tell them, you have to marry a virgin. They don't ask, all those other body you have already. They don't ask, what about all those other girls that he has already? Yet he should grow up and deserve a virgin. Who will come take, who then would marry the ones that he has already slept with? We create this difference between a man's body and a woman's body. I'm just going back to that mentality. This is where it's coming from. For a woman to give you her body, it is a lot. You give your body to a girl give her body to you, not to give body to each other. I may not be so. That is what it is. This mentality, it needs to change. Coming back to our culture, if you want the girls to keep themselves, tell the boys to keep themselves. So we have this camp of boys keeping themselves and camp of girls keeping themselves. Everybody will be kept to the village. But you don't leave the boys to go swim around. And then you're still telling these girls to keep themselves. You're keeping themselves from the boys that you have not told to leave the girl. If you tell the boys to keep themselves, then they can leave these girls alone. I keep themselves if these boys are being brought up that they are free to roam around? So you're telling these girls to keep themselves, and these boys are going to come and make their bodies unkept. Abi? Because we're not doing it right. Change the mentality about a woman's body. We need to change it. I made a post on Facebook. I said, you will see a man that has a good job, good salary. He will not see a girl he likes by himself, with his own money, pay hotel room, then give the girl transport fare to come and meet him there, or even money for taxi to come and meet him there. And when the girl is going, he will bring out big envelope and give the girl. Listen to this. He's the one that spend money on the hotel, spend money for this fine girl to come to the hotel to meet him. And when he finish, he will now still give this girl big brown envelope, say, to go. And then later on, he'll be bragging, I used the girl. I beg, who use who? Think now. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not supporting sleeping around before marriage or whatever. I'm just bringing our thinking to really sit back and process this information. The girl, now you pay for hotel. Now you pay for her taxi to come there. At the end of even self, you eat in that hotel, she will order all the food she like. Huh? Then at the end of the day, you give her brown envelope, and you're not saying you use the girl. Now the girl use you now. Abi? And the girl use you because the do that you did with her, she too enjoy her. You enjoy, she enjoy. So for her own enjoyment, you are paying all this money. Her transport fare, you pay for hotel, you pay for the food, you she give her money to go. And the do you do that you are bragging about, she too follow enjoy the do, and you are claiming you use her. How? This is the mentality. When they say for a girl to give you her body, it is a lot. It is this mentality you have to change. And this is what some of our women take into marriage. And they feel like, if my husband is nice, I will give her body. You know, nice, I will give her body. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It is destroying a lot of marriages. Let me tell you, so people make this mistake of unfaithfulness. Shebi is now that eyes are opening. People used to think all wives, people used to think that unfaithfulness, men have monopoly of unfaithfulness. It's a lie. Shebi don't they open now. DNA don't they reveal say unfaithfulness, men no get monopoly. There are some women that have enough respect in themselves to stay within their marriage. Women should know you do not treat the bedroom dance as a favor. Actually, you should be matured enough. You're not doing it as a favor. It is something you enjoy. If you love your husband, you should be enjoying it. I've made a video where I said, if you're not enjoying it, go for whatever necessary therapy. Maybe there's a problem with you or communication in your bedroom to let your husband know that, okay, bros, I don't like that thing you did do that yesterday. It was not very nice. Next time, try this way. So people don't. I have another video I want to make, but I haven't had the time to make it, to explain some other things that some men, brought up in the video that I made previously, to discuss all these things. Good communication in the bedroom. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be a bedroom dance. Two people dance, and both people enjoy it. Nobody is doing anybody a favor. Because if it is a favor, this is why some women struggle. This mentality is wrong. Of what she's saying is wrong. Another thing that happens when people leave Genesis to Revelation, they never preach all the gospel where they are available to preach. If you move away from the gospel, you are bound to go direction that is not biblical. If you stay within the boundaries of what the Bible says, you won't be making sort of mistake. And I feel like even after it was recorded, if she realized that, okay, I shouldn't have said that, call them and say, cut that part off. Me that I'm making video, maybe some part I'll be like, let me cut it off, remove it, that it's not necessary to say that. You understand? Even the Bible tells us that your body is not your own. Your husband's body is not his own. So you're not saying for a man to give you... Well, let me read that Bible verse. Okay. So 1 Corinthians 7. If you go to verse... let's start from verse 1. It says, now, for the matters you wrote about, it is good for a man not to have sexual relations with a woman. But since sexual immorality is occurring, each man should have sexual relations with his own wife, and each woman with her own husband. The husband should fulfill his marital duties to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. The wife does not have authority over her own body, but yields it to her husband. In the same way, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but yields it to his wife. So verse 5 then says, do not deprive each other except perhaps for mutual consent and for a time, so that you may devote yourselves to prayer. Then come together again so that Satan will not tempt you. This is the Bible I'm reading. If people can stay within the boundaries of the Bible, stay, whatever you are saying as a preacher, stay there. When you start adding too much salt and pepper, that's when you begin to deviate and begin to say things when no really rhyme. No part of that, what I just read now, supports the idea of saying that for a woman to give you your body, it is a lot. You don't give your body. Now, 12 when they give body to each other. It's a mutual thing. This is why a lot of marriages have problems. Because of messages like this. I don't think she intended to cause problem, but that kind of thing, if a woman that does not know the meaning, you will say, it's a pastor that said it, oh, it is a lot for me to be giving. How do you thank it? Let me tell you, there are some men that after whatever, they'll be like, wow, that was good, thank you. Some men do it, some women do it too. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not a requirement that they say, thank you, ma. You, ma will finish and say, thank you, ma. Like how? You get my point. So, bottom line, what I'm trying to do is, speak to our mentality. Let's not always treat a woman's body like a man's body as, it's a lie, as whatever. No, the both bodies are important, if that makes sense. They play a role in a marriage. Nobody should see it as doing this person a favor or the other one feel like I'm doing the other one a favor. That is when kata starts. That is when it starts. In all areas in a marriage, it is a partnership. They work together. In my language is as in left hand washes the right hand and right hand washes the left hand. That is how both of them will be cleaned. Anyways, I saw that video and this is how I feel about it. Both bodies are precious. A man's body is precious, a woman's body is precious. Nobody should feel like, I am a woman, she'll be begging me, I should thank me. Or no. In everything that a couple, not even in just the bedroom dance, in every other thing, they should work together. It's not necessarily they should see it as a partnership. We're working towards the same goal as a people. Loving each other, being there for each other, do whatever we have, each other, all the way. Okay? Because why I'm worried is that she is a preacher that people look up to. People like us may talk. They say, who are you? Are you a Jew? Who are you? But people like them that people look up to, they have to be careful what they say because they can be sending the wrong messages that can cause problems in people's marriages. Anyways, that's how I see it. And as always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.